Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I am going to share with you the different film simulations in the Fuji Film cameras. Now I'm using an X-T4 and these are the simulations that are in the X-T4 available with the current firmware update. Your camera, if it's an older camera, may vary. I know they've released a couple of new ones quite recently, so your camera may not have all of these simulations we're going to talk about in the video, but if you're using the X-T4, it is available as long as you have the latest firmware update. So there's actually a dozen different film simulations, and what these are is in the Fuji system, what they've done is they've modeled color simulations for taking your pictures based off some of their historical film formulas that they used for when they produced film. So there's some different color, black and white, different simulations that you can place on your JPEG images. And also it does work with, we won't get into the video, but it does actually work, the simulations actually work on recording your video as well. So if you're wanting to do a recording, you can use the simulations for recording. In this video though, we'll show you how to access it for your taking pictures. So what the simulations will do is they replicate a film and the color from the film or the black and white and the different characteristics of those processes in the film. Now there's a dozen. The manual does explain it, so if you do have the X-T4 manual, all of the film simulations are on page 104, but it doesn't show you a picture of what they actually look like. So in this video, we'll show you what the simulations actually look like on the screen and how to access them and how to scroll through and choose the different ones. Now, if you're shooting pictures and doing images, the film simulations, you will see it through your viewfinder and also through, if you're looking at the back screen, that will place the simulation through the camera, through the system that way. So you will see what your final image will look like as you're composing your image. But it only places the simulation on the JPEG if you're shooting with the JPEG or JPEG in RAW format. If you're just shooting strictly RAW, you'll see the formula through the simulation through your viewfinder. But when you have your RAW images, you will have to add the simulation after in the editing software like Lightroom. But you can actually, it will actually, if you've updated your Lightroom, you will have all of the Fuji film simulations available in there to be able to put onto your RAW images. But what I recommend doing, and this is what how I've kind of set up my camera, is I shoot, because there's two card slots, is you can shoot both RAW to have all your RAW files, but also JPEG. And with the JPEG, I use a different color simulation. Lately, I've been really into one of the black and white ones and kind of sharing them on my Instagram, so it's kind of fun. But what I do, because there's two card slots, is put the RAW images onto one memory card and then the JPEG images on the second memory card with the simulations. So when I go and I want to post a picture or share a picture somewhere like Instagram, I can just take the JPEG. And with the color simulations of Fuji, the colors are great. They really require very, very little editing. That's one thing I really like, and being new to the Fuji system, this is kind of one of the reasons I'm transitioning over to the Fuji system, is because of their film simulations. And you really have to do very minimal editing to your photos after they're done if you're using the JPEGs for sharing on social media. So it's a great kind of system for that. And like I said, really liking the black and white right now, kind of trying some different things on this channel. So it's kind of neat to try some of the film simulations on this one. I never was into photography really when there was still film cameras. So it's kind of fun to look back a little bit on some of the history of some of these simulations and transition them into the photography now. So let's jump into the simulations. I'll show you the different ones and how to access them on the Fuji X-T4, and you can look and see what they look like. If you are new to Fuji as well, let me know in the comments below, and maybe let me know after you checked it out, let me know if there's a certain film simulation that you like shooting on. That'd be great to hear what your thoughts are. So let's jump into it and we'll show you the different Fuji film simulations. Okay, these are the film simulations for the Fujifilm X-T4. Now, when you first get your camera, it's going to become on the standard a PROVIA option, which is what they're saying is ideal for a wide range of subjects. This is what the colors will look like if you just turn on your camera. So, but again, to access the different film simulations, and you can see on the right-hand side, there is a standard film just on the right-hand side there. So you want to hit the menu button, and then you're going to scroll down to film simulation, hit menu OK,
And here's where we're going to see all of the different film simulations available for your Fujifilm camera. The next one down the list, so standard, is the PROVIA film simulation. The next one down is VELVIA, vibrant reproduction, ideal for landscapes, nature. This is a great simulation if you're out taking landscape photography. Next one down the list is ASTIA, definitely a little bit softer there, cooler contrast, more subdued look. Now the next one down is Classic Chrome. This is one of their classic slide reproductions, soft color, enhanced shadow, contrast, and a calm look. I really like using this Classic Chrome as well. The next one there is Pro Negative High, ideal for portrait with slightly enhanced contrast. And then just below that is Pro Negative Standard, neutral tonality, best for editing images, ideal for portrait with soft graduations and skin tones. And then we go down to Classic Negative, enhanced color with hard tonality and increased image depth. You can see the colors changing here. This is the same colors you'll see through your viewfinder or the back screen as you're shooting for your JPEG. Next one here is ETERNA Cinema, soft color, rich shadow tone, suitable for a film and movie look. This is a great one if you actually are using it for your filming, if you're filming with the camera and not so much taking pictures, but I do like this one with the 4K. And then we're going to get down into, this is the new one for this just came out with the Fujifilm XT4 Eternal Bleach Bypass, unique color with low saturation, high contrast, suitable for stills and movies. Little bit different look there, that's for sure. You'd have to get the right kind of image to be able to kind of really show this one off. It's definitely different. I haven't played around with this that much with this one. The next one we're going to get down into now is some of the black and white simulations. So this is the Acros. This is the Acros with R filter. This is the red filter. So this would be similar to placing, back when you use film on a camera, is placing a red filter over your lens. So this is going to give you an enhanced contrast, darken the skies on there as well. So to change this though, there's a few options here. So I like using this one. I've got the red filter on mine because this is the one I use for my black and white photos. But you're going to hit the right button on the menu, and it's going to let you select. So you can go right up there. You can go to standard Acros, so black and white in rich details and sharpness. Next one down is yellow, and you can see this color changing a little bit. Slightly enhances contrast and darkens skies. You'll notice this more obviously outside than inside my studio here. Next one down, red. And you can see enhanced contrast, darkened skies. This one, if you want to see some pictures, I've got that on my Instagram. And the next one there is a green filter. You can see quite a different change there. So produces pleasing skin tones in the portrait. So you can kind of see the changes as we go. I'll go scroll through slowly back up some of the black and whites, back to standard. So you can definitely see a difference. I'm going to put it back to red because that's where I was. And then we'll go down to the next one here. After Acros, we've got, this is a standard monochrome, just a standard black and white simulation, not based on any film simulation of Fujifilm, but just a standard black and white, quite basic. But then again, it has the choices between standard, yellow, red, and there also is a green filter on this one. So some more options for black and white monochrome on that. The back, we'll go back. And the last film simulation is the sepia tone. Some people like to take pictures. This is what you can do. So as you choose this one, basically what you'll do is we're going to go back. I had it back into Acros to the red and hit OK, and then hit OK, and we will be back to our photo there. So that is what we will see when we're looking through the viewfinder, and also on the back screen, you'll see your simulations.
All right, there we go. Those were the different film simulations for Fuji. There's a dozen. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, obviously, I always appreciate thumbs up, really helps out the channel. If you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm going to be sharing new videos as I learn my new Fujifilm camera XT4 for this one. So it'd be great to, if you want to follow along, you can learn with me. If you have a question, if you are a Fuji owner and you have a question about something, let me know in the comments below as well. I'll do a bit of research and try and answer it in an upcoming video. video. If you do have a question you're thinking about transitioning over to Fuji, let me know as well. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. I am coming from being with the Sony system, so a little bit of change with the camera, but I'm enjoying it so far, enjoying making these videos, enjoying learning as I go here, and hopefully sharing some information to you as well. Until my next video, you can check out these ones. Have a great day, everybody.